I have been remiss. I have not been putting my Amazon link in my videos, on my videos, and I had started putting them in a pinned comment because it just seems like it's the easiest to find rather than going into the description and clicking more and scrolling down and all that. So I haven't been doing it because it's really kind of a pain in the ass. But I'm going to show you how I do it. Pick a video, go to where it's at, see how slow my computer is. I'm going to stop it because I don't need that to run. And this is why I don't do it sometimes, because it's time consuming. I have to come in here to the computer to do this. And I put the comment, and then I pin it. Then it has to ask me 7 times if that's what I really want to do. So there's my Amazon link along with all my other links. Okay. I don't think I'm doing anything today. And we got to take Sunny back to the vet, and that's about an hour away. But I just wanted to show you them 2 huge oak trees completely burned up, 100% gone. Isn't that something? Okay, what is the grossest line you've ever heard in a song?
I got so much going in my head that there's no way. Stop it! That's annoying. That is so annoying.
That's the wheel.
I don't care.
What is it? The Wheel of Jeopardy song where you're taking too long
Wait,
to answer.
I can't think of nothing but how annoying you humming is.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the grossest line I've ever heard in
Do
a song.
I really need to hear it?
It's Jethro Tull, Aqualung, snot running from his nose, greasy fingers smearing shabby clothes. That's a gross line in a song. We got a sick baby.
We do.
Coming from, a yard sale. Coming from the vet, going home. Before we drove over to Minden, we heard that there was going to be a holy war. So we brought plenty of things to make holes with, but we couldn't find it. We looked for it, but Charlie brought her hole puncher, and I brought my hole puncher, and no holy war. So they're saying that she has lung infection and an enlarged heart. Now, she's 16, and we know that, we're looking at the end of her life here. Not right this second. So we're going to try to get this lung infection cleared up, respiratory infection. And the doctor said it's probably her teeth that caused this. Now, we take good care of our dog's teeth. All 3 of them. But she is so old that we didn't want to put her, you had to put her under to have their teeth cleaned, because a lot of times they have to pull teeth. And, you're going to run a big risk when you put an old dog under anesthesia. So we didn't want to do it because of that risk. And as a result of that, her teeth have gotten bad. And it's caused this upper respiratory infection, sinus infection. I mean, she got it all. So, let's see. We got some heavy. She was on a week of antibiotics, and they weren't strong enough. So we went back to the vet, and they gave her some stronger antibiotics. And if we can get this cleared up, they're going to do a blood test and see where she stands. And if it's safe, they'll put her under and fix her teeth, pull what needs to be pulled, and clean what's left. Sure is weird having a dog. I got this dog. I'll tell you the story. I probably told you already. We had Joe for 14 years, and it's really weird. For the first 4 or 5 years, I kind of tolerated Joe, and because I had never loved an animal before that. And I've always said that an animal unlocks a part of your heart that unless you've loved an animal, you don't even know it's there. And after 4 or 5 years, I started loving Joe like I would love a child or a wife or, any other human. And when Joe died, oh my God, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I just couldn't understand the pain I was feeling in my chest. So we were dogless for about 2 years. And one day I was at a restaurant and I was walking back to my truck, and I happened to look over at one end of this restaurant was a pet store, a groomer. That's not a pet store. It was a groomer, but somebody's baby dog, somebody's schnauzer, had puppies. And there was a big sign in the window that said, "Come see the puppies." And like I say, it was 2 years we were dogless. We rode our motorcycles all over the country. We did all kinds of exciting things without a dog that we couldn't do with a dog. Motorcycle rallies, and went to Florida and just all over the country riding our motorcycles. So I went in there to look at the puppies because I like puppies. And this little thing would fit in the palm of your hand. She was that small. Well, anyway, I went up to the cage and I was looking at the puppies. And this little dog came running over to the bars of the cage and was wanting me to come pick her up. And I turned around and I asked the lady, I said, can I pick her up? She goes, "Sure." And I picked her up, and that was it. But she was $400. And back 16 years ago, $400 was a heap of money. And my wife and I, we don't spend that kind of money without consulting the other person. And some guys would say, "Well, you're whooped." No, I have respect for my wife, and she has respect for me. And when we make large purchases, we discuss it with the other person. So anyway, I went home and I told her about this dog, and we just had to have it. And we got $400 out of the bank. We went back up there, and that was the beginning of this 16 years of having this little dog. She's a 100% mini schnauzer. The very first medical problem she had was her knees. The tendons would pop out of her knees, and we would have to physically straighten her leg out and then push the tendon back up into on dogs, there's a groove in the center of the knee, and the tendon rides in that groove. And her groove was not deep enough, and it would pop out of the groove all the time. So we would have to straighten her leg out and then take our finger and push the tendon up into the groove. Soon after, we went like that a few months, and then our doctor, our vet, he did surgery on one leg, and basically he moved the tendon aside and then dug the groove deeper. And then when that leg healed up, he did the other leg and never had any more problems out of her legs. But mini schnauzers, they're prone to so many problems. Skin tags, little tumors, she's got them everywhere. And we used to get them removed, but, at some point you got to leave the dog alone. So that's where we're at with this dog. Okay, Charlie went to the store. I'm sitting here with the dog. She went to Walmart to pick up our grocery order. Okay. Today's Friday, the day of rage. And so far, no rage. So have a good Saturday, y'all.